Calling all precision medicine technology companies. Yes, that's right, you. Busy beavering away, creating devices and services that enable early and accurate diagnosis which will improve patient management or therapy selection? Well, stop. Step away from the technology, now, and take a closer look at this. The NHS. We want you to invest in getting to know it better, which we know is pretty tricky because although the NHS provides a great service, it's very complex and it can be hard to see what's going on inside. There is no one NHS when it comes to adopting new products and services. There are hundreds of different organisations, all with their own needs. And we know that it's a large-scale challenge to understand those needs if you're a small or start-up company who want to make an innovative service or product that could benefit people's lives. But if you haven't bought a product to the NHS before, you might be in for a real shock if you don't do your research, because the NHS might just say, so what? Our recent research workshop showed just that precision medicine technologies and services are not being adopted wide-scale by the NHS. Evidence from the Accelerated Access Review shows that the NHS sets aside less than 0.1% of available resources for the adoption and spread of innovation. And as a country, we sometimes lag behind others in adopting them. So yes, you can make amazing technology, and yes, we know the NHS needs innovation. But if what you're making doesn't fit clearly into current NHS patient pathways and commissioning priorities, then your product or service probably won't fit into the NHS. Ever. No matter how amazing it is. Put simply, you've got to create something the NHS wants and needs. And it's got to know that it wants and needs it. The NHS don't have a great deal of time or funds to review new products and services, so you have to help them understand, which means spending time and resources creating a value proposition that you can refine and improve on alongside the early development of your product or service. A value proposition explains how your specific innovation solves specific customer problems. It shows what benefits it will bring and why they should buy from you, not your competitors. It's a promise of value to be delivered. Remember, the NHS doesn't tend to pay for products or diagnostics directly. They reimburse procedures from specific budgets. This is an issue, as there may not be an identified budget for what you are developing. So you need to show what substantial difference you can make to their diagnostics. Who benefits? Who wants it? Who needs it? And how will it change their life? Because if it doesn't really change patient treatments and lives, is it really needed? Even if it is amazing, even if you think it might save the NHS lots of money. There are now over 200 separate clinical commissioning groups, all trying to meet NHS priorities, so make sure you know what their priorities are and who holds the budget, otherwise you can waste time and energy talking to the wrong people about the wrong things. And if your technology requires a change to patient pathways, you shouldn't just talk to the clinician. There are lots of stakeholders involved in the decision-making process now. Patient, provider, payer, as well as you, the company, and you'll need to demonstrate how what you're making meets their needs and how it may impact on pathways, approach to diagnosis, systems, and processes. So much as you want to get on with the techie stuff and prove it works, don't just innovate. Communicate. Find out what they need, why they're dissatisfied with what's on offer, and then demonstrate how you can do it better, be economically viable and a sustainable alternative. Showing how your innovation fits within NHS constraints will enhance your story and build relationships and trust. There are organisations that can help you do this. The AHSNs, the NIHR, NOCRI, MedTech and in vitro diagnostics cooperatives, and other organisations listed on the Precision Medicine Landscape website can all offer support to help you navigate infrastructure. Working with NICE can also help you with your national uptake. What we're seeing are precision medicine technology companies creating products and services that fail to be adopted by the NHS in the long term. We don't want this to happen to you, your business, or your product or service. It's a waste of everyone's time, talent, and money. So demonstrate the value. Innovate UK is the nation's innovation agency. Based on our experiences of funding hundreds of precision medicine technology companies, we believe that developing a strong value proposition in early development is essential to getting approval, which can then lead to widespread adoption by the NHS. We want to help you develop your ideas and make them a commercial success. Because we don't want any more so whats.